Hello everyone. Welcome back to Fancy Fact, where food isn't just about eating, it's about understanding. Today, we're revealing the most delicious Asian American dishes that will captivate your senses and leave you wanting to savor them.
And these aren't just fusion foods. These are dishes born from migration, survival, creativity, and yes, a bit of marketing magic. Get ready for some food with serious backstory.
What's up with Spam Musubi?
It's more than a snack, it's history in one bite. So, during World War II, the US military had an insane surplus of Spam. They shipped tons of it to the Pacific, especially Hawaii. Locals, particularly Japanese Americans in internment camps and in post-war Hawaii, had to get creative with limited ingredients.
And somehow, they took that salty, mystery meat block and made it beautiful?
Yup. They used sushi rice and nori, seaweed, pan-fried the Spam in a sweet soy glaze, and boom, Spam Musubi was born. It's got this brilliant balance, savory, slightly sweet, soft rice, chewy seaweed.
I had one from a gas station in Honolulu and I was like, how is this so good?
Right? It's a staple in Hawaiian lunchboxes, convenience stores, even high-end cafes now. Spam Musubi represents survival, adaptation, and let's be honest, culinary genius under pressure.
The California roll. This one's legendary.
Totally. It's what introduced sushi to millions of Americans who would never touch raw fish.
So, when and where did it start?
Late 1960s, in Los Angeles. Chef Ichiro Mashita noticed that Americans were a little freaked out by raw tuna. So he used avocado, creamy, fatty, local, to replicate that mouthfeel. Then came imitation crab, cucumber for crunch, and rice rolled on the outside to hide the seaweed.
It's sushi but totally localized.
Exactly. It bridged two worlds, East and West. And it paved the way for wild rolls like the dragon, volcano, rainbow.
So in a way, without the California roll, sushi might have stayed a niche thing in the US.
Totally. It's the big bang of American sushi culture.
Now we have to talk about the MVP of mall food courts, orange chicken.
Born in 1987, believe it or not, in a Panda Express in Hawaii.
Panda Express really invented this?
They did. Chef Andy Cao was asked to create something that felt Chinese, but tasted American. So he battered and deep-fried chicken chunks, then tossed them in this thick, sticky orange glaze, sweet, tangy, a little spicy.
Not remotely traditional, but totally addictive.
Exactly. It doesn't exist in China. But Americans eat over 100 million pounds of it every year.
I've seen people put it on everything. Ramen, rice, even burgers.
It's basically the Coca-Cola of Chinese-American food.
This one always throws people, crab rangoon.
Right? It sounds exotic, but it's really American as apple pie.
So what's the real story?
It was created in the 1950s at Trader Vic's, a Polynesian-style tiki bar in California. They wanted to create Asian-sounding dishes for Western palates. So they took cream cheese, which doesn't exist in most Asian cuisines, and mixed it with imitation crab, stuffed it in wonton wrappers, and deep-fried it.
So it's a tiki fantasy pretending to be Burmese?
Basically. Rangoon just sounded exotic. But it worked. The texture contrast, crispy outside, creamy inside, is irresistible.
And now it's in every Chinese takeout menu in America, even though it's not Chinese.
It's culinary cosplay, and it's delicious.
These feel healthy, right?
That's part of their appeal. But they also come from a long legacy. Originally inspired by dishes like san choi bao, in Cantonese cooking, stir-fried minced meat wrapped in crisp lettuce, it got Americanized in upscale Asian restaurants in the 1960s and 70s.
Like, build your own tacos, but with hoisin and water chestnuts.
Exactly. They became a hit in restaurants like P.F. Chang's, which helped bring a more upscale, interactive Asian dining experience to the mainstream.
I love the contrast: cold lettuce, warm filling, sweet and salty sauce.
And it made Asian food feel customizable, modern, and light. Which really changed how people viewed it. They're testaments to how food evolves when cultures meet, clash, and blend.
Let's talk color. Fact 6 is all about ube. That rich, purple, what even is it?
Ube is a purple yam native to the Philippines. It's earthy, nutty, and sweet. Think of it like a vanilla sweet potato hybrid. Filipinos have been making ube halaya, ube jam, for centuries.
But now it's in donuts, lattes, soft serve, even croissants.
Exactly. Ube exploded in the US thanks to the Filipino-American food movement, especially on the West Coast. Places like Jollibee helped too. Social media played a big role. People couldn't resist that stunning violet color.
It became the ultimate Instagram food. But it's not just trendy, it has deep roots.
Totally. For many Filipino Americans, it's nostalgic and symbolic, bringing a piece of home into a new country, one dessert at a time. This one started in LA in 2008 with Roy Choi's Kogi barbecue truck. He took classic Korean barbecue, bulgogi, kimchi, and put it in a taco shell. Mexican street food meets Korean flavor.
I remember the buzz. People were chasing his truck like it was a rock band.
It kicked off the gourmet food truck craze. And it wasn't just about fusion, it was representation. Roy Choi was saying, "This is who I am, Korean American, LA kid, proud of both cultures."
So it was food that told a story. And tasted awesome.
Exactly. The spicy gochujang, sweet grilled beef, crunchy slaw, all in a warm tortilla, it works. Born in Taiwan in the 80s, but it exploded in the US starting in the 90s, especially in Asian American communities in California.
I used to drive 30 minutes in high school just to get one.
What's wild is how it became more than a drink. It was a hangout space, an identity marker, even a business platform for second-gen Asian Americans.
There's a whole culture, custom orders, secret menus, boba memes.
It's now a multi-billion-dollar industry. And the varieties? Matcha, taro, cheese foam, brown sugar tiger milk.
And the chewy tapioca balls, love M or hate M, they're iconic.
Here's one that's still under the radar, silogs.
You mean like tapsilog?
Silog is a Filipino breakfast formula: garlic fried rice, sinangag, fried egg, itlog, and a protein. Tapsilog has tapa, cured beef, but there's also long silog, with sweet sausage, toxilog, with tocino. Even bangsilog, with fried milkfish.
It's hearty, flavorful, and wakes you up fast.
Filipino-American diners and brunch spots have started spotlighting it, especially in places like LA and NYC. It's comfort food, heritage food, and totally craveable.
And if you haven't had garlic rice with runny yolk, you're missing out. We had to end with a bang, is stinky tofu.
Just the smell of it divides people. But this fermented tofu dish from Taiwan and parts of China has made its way to Asian American night markets and food fests.
I remember trying it in Flushing, Queens. Smelled like gym socks, tasted like grilled cheese meets miso.
That's the thing. It's super funky on the outside, but the flavor is surprisingly mild and complex. And to Asian Americans, it's about reclaiming pride in challenging foods.
It's not trying to be cute, it's authentic, bold, and kind of punk rock.
Exactly. Not everything has to be Instagram perfect. Some foods smell bad, and that's beautiful too.
10 dishes, each one telling a story of immigration, innovation, identity, and serious flavor.
Food is how we survive, adapt, and express who we are, especially in the Asian American experience.
We hope this opened your eyes and made you hungry. Let us know which dish you've tried, or what we missed.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your foodie friends. There's always more on the menu.
Catch you next time, and keep eating curiously.